Hello Taurus, welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your February, beginning to mid-February 2020, the Divine Spread. Thank you so much for all that you do for my channel. Hope that you are well, and if you are interested in the astrology side of things, please stick around after the tarot reading for the information on what's going on with the astrology for the month of February. Also, after that, I will be announcing a special giveaway, a competition where you can win a free 40-minute reading for Valentine's Day. So stay and watch that and see how you can enter to win a free reading. Okay, so let's take your Divine Spread, and this is the Karma Dharma card that I will be taking for you right now. Okay, we have the Empress, which is amazing. Now this signifies Venus, and therefore Venus rules Taurus. This is your ruling planet, as well as Libra. So this is a card of abundance, harmony, lots of love, as well as manifestation of, a lot of abundance, monetary, anything that brings value to you. So this could also be a mother figure. This could be your mother, or this could be your partner. If you are a female, this is probably your energy. You are showing up as the Empress. She's a number 3. She's all about love. She's the pinnacle of the queens. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Star, which just fell out, which is the sign of Aquarius. And it is the time of Aquarius right now as I'm doing your reading. Now, the Star is a wish fulfillment. It's a card of hope, a card of healing as well. Let me cut the cards for you, Taurus, and see what's going on in your Divine Spread for the beginning to mid-February of 2020. So in the hidden position, we have the Two of Pentacles. So you're going to need to make a decision on something. Other than that, I could also say if you are, because the Empress is very creative, she's creative energy. If you have created something, you might be at this time very, very busy. What about in the recent past? We've got the Eight of Swords. An Eight of Swords is a card of, feeling bound and chained, feeling as though you are trapped in some sort of a situation, but it's only a perception. Some sort of worry that you've gone through, a lot going on through your head. In the now position, we've got the Queen of Pentacles, which would be the Empress as well. This is the minor arcana of the Empress. This is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. For me, this is the Virgo card. Many times I could say it's Capricorn as well, but as I said, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, they are the mother of earth. They bring in the harvest. They're wonderful mothers. They're the hearth of the family. Very dependable with the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and you may be even focusing on your money if you've got your own business. A very beneficial time where wishes and manifestation of dreams is possible. What's your trajectory and your goal? What are you looking at? And we've got the Seven of Swords. So what this tells me is that you are very intelligent where career is concerned. Now, some of you may be also hiding. We do have 2 females here. Let's see what else we have. But you may be hiding something, not wanting to show to the world. And this is you being very intelligent, trying to accomplish some sort of a situation beneath the radar. Now, of course, we've got the Star here, which is Aquarius. Some of you, I would say more than likely, could also be dealing with an Aquarian person. But I feel as though some of you may also have Aquarius in your chart. Let's look at the action and advice. And it's the Ten of Wands, which speaks of a heavy burden, but getting to the end of it. This is a lot to handle, a lot to carry. It is the end of this cycle. It turns into the Ace. So this could be some project that you are completing, which will give you the payoff. And obviously then once the cycle is done, you've been very busy, you will have the beginning of something new, something that you feel very, you have a lot of desire to accomplish. And this could be around work and what you do. Okay, so you may be in a career that's very creative. Let's see what the outcome is, Taurus. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles I see as Virgo energy. Could be even your energy, where you are hoping to make this pentacle grow, and you are looking at the long term. You're looking down, into the future and wondering how you can grow this pentacle. It's funny that we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. We could be dealing with, you may be dealing with someone that may be a little bit older. If this is your energy, if this is you, and it can go the other way around. You may be dealing with someone that is younger than you, but, with the Knight of Pentacles, this person doesn't want to move forward unless they are very certain of what this pentacle will give them. So they're probably waiting for the right time, waiting before they make the move. So the Ace of Pentacles could be anything. Could be around money, could be around stability, could be around a new job for others of you. Could also be around children. We do have the Empress, which is a mother, or she is expecting to be a mother. So some of you may have a partner who could be expecting pregnancy, could be expecting a child. Let's see what the divine brings you. And we've got the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is all about having the knowing. She can speak of secrets as well. She does have the new moon at her feet, and this is the Virgo Piscean axis. We are having a new moon in Pisces at the towards the end, on the 23rd actually of February. So the High Priestess again has got a lot to do with spirituality. She is the moon goddess. Okay, so very strong intuition. What's at the bottom of the deck? We have the Page of Cups, which again is Pisces. Okay, so an offer that's coming through unexpectedly. This is a very youthful, very playful sort of an offer. It could also be an apology. This is the general energy. What's beneath it? We've got the Seven of Cups. So quite a few cups. Seven of Cups is a card of confusion, maybe even having many choices. Which is the right cup to take? I think that through a message you will know, dear Taurus. Now, I am speaking to you, but there are cross-watchers who may be watching, people that are interested in Taurian people. So therefore, we could say that the reading can go the opposite. So let's flip it around and let's see what's happening with the astrology for you. Very interesting. At this time, we do have your ruling planet Venus in the sign of Pisces. Now, Venus in Pisces can be very dreamy. It can be very, very romantic. Wow. Okay, Taurus. We've got Saturn, return, and age. Wow. Okay, so Venus can also mean in the sign of Pisces unconditional love. So a very deep love, but Pisces is also the last house of the zodiac. So it can also speak of hidden relationships. So clandestine, relationships, hidden things that may be coming to light. Okay, because with the High Priestess, she's all about things that are hidden as well, secrets. So Saturn return can be a really, really tough lesson. Now, we know that Saturn is in the sign of Capricorn, and of course, roughly, we've got a 5 here, a 50, which usually is the second Saturn return is around the age of 56. For those of you that are around that age, this is a growth spurt, no doubt. It's all about lessons. It's all about integrity, doing the right thing, and becoming the elder and the wiser. And it is called age. So it's very slow moving energy. what I'd like to do now is, and I want to say that Saturn being in the sign of Capricorn, has recently been in touch with Pluto, so we are all going through a major growth spurt, transformation, but these are tough times. We've just recently finished with the season of Capricorn. Now the Sun is in Aquarius. Now both Aquarius and Capricorn are both ruled by Saturn. Saturn is the ancient ruler of Aquarius. Now what is interesting is that the ruling planet of Aquarius, which is the modern ruling planet, is Uranus, and it is in your sign. So I see major changes for you in anything to do with what you value, what is important to you, what you love. And Uranus can also speak of freedom, but it can also speak of the future. So you are going through lessons. You may be dealing with a Saturnian person, another Saturnian person who could be older than you, of course, and this is a time of maturing, and Saturn can also be a teacher, so some of you may be taught various lessons, various Saturnian lessons, as I say, and it is a very karmic time still that we're moving through. Let's take more cards. Let's take more cards and see what this Empress is all about. We've got a couple of cards that flipped open. I will take them. Very interesting to see the Temperance card, which has shown up in all the readings so far. Now, the Temperance card is Sagittarian energy. Temperance is a major arcana. She does speak of healing. She does speak of patience, holding on to see what the divine is preparing for you. And it looks as though with Temperance here, you are tempering yourself. You are maybe hoping to offer your cup to somebody. This is the Ace of Cups. Now this could be also someone external to you that is bringing an offer to you, which could be a wish fulfillment, because we do have the Star card here as well. Now, what is, again, very interesting here is that Aquarius is the future. Aquarius is the card of hope. And we've also got the card of faith here. So faith and hope that this offer comes through. Now, the Star can also mean something at a distance, something that is quite far for you. And Temperance is also could be someone who is in a foreign land, someone from a different culture. So the angels are asking for you to be patient, that things are trying to work out in your favor. This offer will come through, or maybe it's not the right time. And again, the Saturn does pose difficulties where timing is concerned. Saturn is the Lord, keeper of time. And we've also got the Star, which is social media. This could also be communication through social media. Let's look at the hidden position and the Two of Pentacles. And we've got the Fool. So you are juggling whether you are going to take this leap of faith or not. This is the beginning of a new cycle. Are you going to take that risk? Are you going to offer this cup? Are you going to accept this cup? This apology. Again, with the Page of Cups, as I said, it could be an apology. The Page of Cups turns into the Knight of Cups. Let's take one on this Page of Cups because it is the general energy. There's the card. We have Five of Wands, sorry. So this can be a card of conflict. Someone is doubting, coming forth with this message, sending that message, that apology. This is conflict, the Five of Wands. Maybe there's been some sort of an argument, a disagreement, and there is an apology coming through. Unexpected one. Let's look at that Eight of Swords. So in the recent past, you've got worry around you, but it's your perception really. It's not real. Let's see what else we've got. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which again is Jupiter. This is the karmic Wheel of Fortune. It is turning. maybe because it's a 10, this is the end of the worry for you. Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. Jupiter is transiting through Capricorn, and it is dealing with a lot of karma. Now, Jupiter can speak of abundance, expansion, growth, luck, but it is a little bit dimmed, its energy, from the Capricorn malefic planets that are there. Let's look at that Queen of Pentacles in the now. And we've got the Page of Swords, which can be communication and truth coming forth. Now, this Queen of Pentacles could also be a student. Page of Swords is also a student. So could this Queen of Pentacles be spying? This could also be the spy. Could be searching on social media for details on something that she doesn't know the truth of. She's looking for information. Let's see, because we've got the Seven of Swords. If you've kept something under wraps, then it could be that this Queen of Pentacles is looking for the information. Let's look at the Seven of Swords. And we've got the King of Cups. Very interesting to see that we've got the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is someone who is usually very open emotionally. Here, obviously, I would say that this King of Cups, which I believe is you, is not open emotionally. That's why, and you know, I've got the Empress here, and I'm not reading reversal, so I'm going by what I feel. And I feel that the King of Cups is holding back on his emotions. And the Empress needs to be very patient. We do have a couple of cards of patience. The Empress is usually 3 months pregnant. She has to wait 6 months. We are in the beginning of February, let's say, so second month, in 6 months it will be roughly in July when the birth will be taking place. I did say I was going to look at the Empress, and I forgot to take the cards there, so maybe it wasn't meant to be. Let's look at the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands in the action and advice. Ten of Swords. Yes, it's been a heavy burden. Some of you may also be having back problems here. You feel as though there's been some sort of deception. And I'm going to say, dear Taurus, could it be you that has kept information, and therefore your partner feels as though this is deception? Maybe it's been a bit heavy burden on you as well, that you've felt as though you've been deceived. So this could be that I feel a sense that both people, you and your partner, are feeling you're coming from the same place. I feel that the feelings are reciprocated here. I don't know why. Now we know that these turn into aces. So the ace that the Page of Swords is holding is something to do with what you had as a burden, what you were holding up and was very heavy for you. Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. And we've got Judgment. Judgment, which is Scorpio, Taurus, and Scorpio is your opposite sign. It's your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, other people. Now, Judgment says that someone could be judging you the other way around, or this could also mean that this is resurrection and this is a second chance. It looks as though the Knight of Pentacles is waiting for some sign before he can make his move. Now, this again is Scorpio. It's Pluto. We do have Pluto and Saturn. So could it be that this story is playing out with the conjunction that we've had recently with Saturn and Pluto? Let's look at the High Priestess. What I do know is that what we've all gone through is very calming, and it's meant to happen. Let's look at this High Priestess. And we've got the Nine of Swords, which has shown in a lot of signs. Nine of Swords is, you know, a lot of worry because of lack of truth, not opening up, not communicating, and therefore there is worry. We've got the 9 and the 10. So it's things that have been hidden, a lot of air energy. We have Aquarius, we've got the 7, the 9, and the 10. So let's take another card here. Nine of Swords. And we've got the Hermit, which is the card of Virgo. Someone is looking for information. Things that have been hidden are worrying you. Maybe you've kept things hidden and worried that they're going to come out to light. They're going to be known. They're going to be seen. Let's look at the Empress. Now, for those of you that are dealing with two feminine energies, maybe that's what you've kept hidden. Maybe you are juggling between two. Maybe you are closing the door on one, because we do have endings here. 2 tens. We've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is a 10. So you're going through some sort of a completion and a change, and many lessons with Saturn return. Now, the Page of Pentacles, pages again can be adolescent children. We've got 3 very youthful energies here. Page of Pentacles turns into the Knight of Pentacles. So what is this pentacle all about? Let's see. Let's take another card on the Empress. And we've got the 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands, the 7 of Wands is like shutting the door. It's like you're up against a lot and you're trying to fight the odds. You're up against the odds and it's not easy for you. I can see that. And this, I don't know why, but I feel as though this is your, I feel as though the burden has become so heavy for you, and you're still powering on, but it's taken its toll on you. You do have the upper hand here though, and I feel as though if this is business, then what you've started, the project that you've started, which promised a lot, has got the chance to become very big. So the Empress gives a lot back, gives a lot of abundance, but you're still fighting for this. Now, if this is love, as I said, fighting against the odds. So things, it's as though if you've hidden information, you've kept things under wraps. Maybe this could be a card of feeling guilty that you've kept things hidden. And you may also be fearing that with the Hermit looking into the Lantern, and this is someone doing their homework, obviously, someone who is very spiritual, someone who is looking into the dark, looking for the information, looking for enlightenment, and you could be going through this as well, searching your soul and growing. This is the elder and the wiser. This is the Hermit, very similar to Saturn in appearance, not in energies, obviously. So let's see, what does judgment bring you? Let's see what judgment brings you. And we've got very quick judgment, and this could also be an argument, because the Page of Swords turns into the Knight of Swords. Yes, this is someone that is judging you, or you're judging them, or both. It can go both ways. Let's look at the Page of Swords, which is with the Queen of Pentacles. What's this truth about? And we've got the King of Pentacles here. King and Queen of Pentacles, which have got their backs turned to each other. So what is missing between these people? The truth. The truth is missing here. And I'm going to see, I'd like to see also this 7 of Swords with the King of Cups. What's that about? Now, I'm going to say, dear Taurus, that I think that this is both your energies. You do have Scorpio in your 7th house. So obviously you may have hidden something about a partnership, a relationship. Let's see. And 8 of Wands. So, you know, the communication is airborne. Whether you like it or not, quickly what you have kept under wraps is going to be shown. These are messages. These are also Cupid's love arrows. This is flight travel. Some of you may be wanting to travel somewhere and not telling your partner about it. Okay, we've got the Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Ten of Wands. Some of you may even travel for work, and you may be mixing business with pleasure. Now we've got the High Priestess here, who is someone very spiritual, and we've also got the Hermit, which is again very spiritual. So could it be that you are trusting your intuition, that what has been hidden is holding you up at night? I feel regrets here. I do feel regrets. Let's take one more card on this area here, the divine area. We've also got the Hanging Man, which it's only a matter of time that the enlightenment will come, okay, for whatever reason. And this is Pisces. Pisces is where Venus is, your ruling planet, is actually in Pisces. This could mean unconditional love, hidden, secretive love for whatever reason. But I feel as though the enlightenment is going to come through this worry, through late nights. Someone is doing their homework here and they will receive the light. And this can mean also a change in perspective. This could also mean sacrifice for whatever reason. Someone has sacrificed something now. Again, this speaks of holding on, waiting. Just like the Knight of Pentacles, waiting for that sign to come through, and quick communication. Let's take some different cards. Let's take some Sibillas and get more information for you. I'd like to see what this truth is all about with the Page of Swords here, with the King and Queen of Pentacles. Logically, they are soulmates, but there is something hidden between them, some information, and this could even be a child that is in between these two. For whatever reason, there is a lack of communication because they've got their backs turned. Here, things change, and the truth will bring new beginnings, I see, and another chance here. We do have the Knight of Pentacles, which is very slow moving, not even moving actually, and the Knight of Swords, which is very sudden and very quick. So with the Judgment, the pace is going to change very quickly. Let's look at the King and Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. So we've got the Vecchia Signora, which is a visitor. Okay, this is the elder, wiser. This can also be a visitor. This could also be a situation that has matured. It's been time. And it's a decision that's being made because it is the Two of Swords. We've got Speranza, which is a card of hope and fear. And this is also the Eight of Cups, which does speak of someone going through that growth spurt, having left behind what did not fulfill them, and therefore looking for those Two of Cups, which is a soulmate connection. And here we've got Giovina Fanciulla, which is the young maiden. This is the Virgin, the pure energy. And it's also number 12, which can speak of, again, the Piscean hold on and wait. Something pure is coming through. But we've also got the elder and we've got the younger. We've got two females here. Now the Vecchia Signora, as I said, as an energy can mean something that has turned old. It's something that has matured. It's giving way through moving, leaving behind what didn't work, leaving those Eight of Cups behind. Newness is coming through, and this is pure energy, very, very virgin-like. So let's take one more card after the Giovina Fanciulla. What comes after that? And we've got Amica, which is the Four of Wands. Your confidant, your best friend, brings you harmony. Now, of course, many times this can speak of Libra. Libra is all about harmony and balance. But this is your confidant, and this is the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands can speak of marriage, stabilizing something, some sort of a celebration as well. Two cards just flipped open, which are quite negative. We've got the Ladro, which is the thief, and the transformation, which is the karmic card of the Il Nemico. I'm going to put them back in because I didn't say where I would put them. So yes, you are going through some change. Hopefully the negativity is moving away, dear Taurus. Let's see what this Empress is all about. In the Karma Dharma, the Page of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. We've got Messaggero. So good news coming through. It's very karmic, but good news coming from a distance. We've got the Dottore, which is the healing. Again, very transformative, very Scorpio. So the Doctor. And we've also got the Leggerezza, which is the Ten of Wands. So you are going through transformation. Your light is low. Your load, is lightening, and this is also quite a sexual energy. So you are desiring something and you're sticking to your guns. You're holding on and waiting for that. You obviously view this Empress as someone very adorable, someone who's very appealing to you, I would say. Okay. What I'd like to see now is I'd like to take one card on the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords. The end of this burden and the cycle. We've got the Page of Wands, which is someone who's willing to go on that adventure. Now we've got 3 pages. This is the abundant page. This is the very affluent page, which is ready to go on a journey. It's the minor arcana of the Fool, and I see that you are ready to take a leap of faith. You are going for what you desire. Even though it's been a burden, it is the end. And I want to take one more card, and that is on the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, which is right there on top of the Eight of Swords. And we've got the Five of Swords, yes. So again, conflict. 8 and 5 is 13. Some of you may be in a love triangle. If you are involved with 2 different feminine energy, as I said, we've got the Empress and we've got the Queen of Pentacles. For others of you, this could be the same person, and this could be your energy where you are dealing with the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So one that is more business orientated, cares about their money and how they spend it. They're very dependable. And someone else who is more focused on love and emotions. So it can go either way. What I'd like to do now is I'm going to take an angel answer for you. Please think of a question and let's see if the divine can answer it for you. Now, we're all, in a sense, going through change, transformation, and yes, it's been heavy, but the load is lightening. Okay, we've got the butterfly here, which has gone through transformation, which is never easy. So some of you could be changing partners, whether it's work. We've got 2 cards here, whether it's work or whether it's love. We've got 2 cards, and it says choose a new direction and opportunity. And you can see all the gold coming down. So this is very abundant, very similar to the Empress. So choosing a new direction. Some of you are choosing a new direction. So if you've been secretive and not open to the truth, then this could be that you are changing your perspective. You're growing very in a Saturnian way through all these lessons. Let's read from the book. Let's choose a new direction first. The time has come to choose a new direction for your life. The circumstances that you find yourself living in may seem unfulfilling, or perhaps your heart is full of discontent. You know that there is something more out there in the world for you. And you've been procrastinating, following the guidance of your angels. This is procrastination. Make a conscious choice to be the person you are meant to be. Create an action plan for yourself that leads you in the direction of your divine life purpose. Begin taking steps immediately toward a happier future. And that's what you're going to be doing. And I feel as though you have finished some sort of a karmic cycle, and that's why we've got the Fool here. Let's look at opportunity. When does opportunity knock on our door? When there is space for that to happen. So if you haven't made space, it's your opportunity to do so now and choose a new direction. Positive growth and expansion is on the horizon for you. This opportunity may bring with it inspiration and insight, or it could be the chance you've been waiting for to take action on ideas you already have. You may be seeking to manifest the chance to create changes in your career, buy or sell a home, or bring romance into your life. Whatever your desires, your angels are about to open a door of possibilities for you. Step right through. And this is the second chance which you've been given. Again, as I said, Pluto is powering up. It's bringing you, yes, another chance. Help is on its way here. You've done the Saturnian work, I would say, more than likely, especially with these tens. Okay, so now it's a time of new opportunities, and this could be in anything that you are hoping for. Let's take a handwritten cards and see what's going on with these characters here. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the King of Pentacles, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make them face each other. The King of Cups. For a lot of you, these could be different characters in your life. You know who you know who they are in your life. So let's see if these messages resonate. I'd love to hear from you. For me personally, I think that this King of Cups is the same person as the King of Pentacles. Now, there is a chance that even the Empress with the Queen of Pentacles could be the same person as well, and that is because they are both the Mother of Earth. Let's take the King of Pentacles first of all. What does he have to say? And we have, I have so much on my plate. I don't know if I can offer you anything. I have been through a lot. And this is the Nine of Wands. Let's take the Queen of Pentacles. I will wait for you for as long as it takes. And this is the Four of Swords. Let's take a card on the King of Cups, which, as I said, for a lot of you could be the same as the King of Pentacles. For others of you where this is a different person, let's see what they have to say. You grew a flower in my heart, which I call love. As I said, this King of Cups is someone who was quite closed off emotionally, but now I see that he is opening up. He's showing up as the King of Cups. He is the Knight of Cups, after all, who's blossoming into the King of Cups. Let's look at the Empress. And we have, I want a commitment. I want to have a family with you. I need stability. Let's do this. And this is the Ace of Pentacles. Very interesting. The Queen of Pentacles is holding that Ace of Pentacles. I'd like to take one more card on this. I have so much on my plate with the King of Pentacles, just in case it's someone else for you. What else does this King of Pentacles feel? And we have, I needed more in my life. We did try, but we just couldn't find happiness. I'm sorry. And this is the Eight of Cups. Remember the Eight of Cups that I said is right under here. What comes after the Eight of Cups is something new. It's newness. It's pure energy, and as I said, the pure energy is very virgin-like. So could this King of Pentacles, let's say, I'm thinking, could this King of Pentacles be leaving behind someone who wanted a commitment, someone who may, and the Empress in the upright is beautiful. She gives a lot. I don't do reversals here, so she could be someone who is quite stingy. It does say, I have so much on my plate. I don't know if I can offer you anything. I have been through a lot. So why has he been through a lot? Is it because of business? Is it because of a previous partner. It could be a lot of things. So I will leave it at that, dear Taurus. I do hope that it did give you a little bit of clarity. And it does say choose new direction. So it depends on who is who for you. Choosing a new direction and a new opportunity comes in. So I will leave it at that. For those of you who want to stay on for the astrology part, please do so. As I said again, after that, I do have how you can enter into the competition to win a free 40-minute love reading for Valentine's Day. So again, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your subscriptions, and your comments. Sending you much love, much light. Talk to you soon. Hello everyone, thank you for sticking around for the astrology part of the reading. For those of you that like to know roughly what's going on in the month of February of 2020, hope that you all made it very easily through the very challenging month of January. We're still not out of the storm, still not out of the challenges. I know that mid-month of February until even March, the whole of March, I would say, is going to be fairly demanding and a bit of a challenge, because we're going to have Mars that's going to move into, as you could see, into this sign of Capricorn. It's going to pass over the South Node, then Jupiter and Pluto with Saturn, which, you know, the eclipse that we had on the 10th of January, which was connected to difficult and challenging aspects, was really, really tough. Now, we're not out of the woods yet. As I said, Mars is fire, it's war, it's the ruling planet of Aries. And Aries, the shadow side of Aries can be aggression. Now, Mars can speak of energy and vitality and strength and power. So, you know, with Mars moving over the South Node, which is very karmic, Mars and the South Node, which has to do with past situations, anything to do with what is very familiar, and again, very, very karmic. Mars is asking for us to let go of something of the past. Let it go. That's what the South Node is. It's something that we're supposed to be moving away from. Then Mars will be joining Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn. Now, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and the ruling planet, is in its home sign, which, as you all know, Saturn is amplified in the sign of Capricorn. It is very strong there, as I said, and Mars also likes to be in the sign of Capricorn. It is very strong there. Capricorn is governments, government agencies. It's the law. It's anything to do with the warrior, let's say, you know, that fighter. It's the goat that climbs the mountain. And it does speak of integrity and having to do the hard work. Now, of course, Mars will give us the energy, but because Capricorn is very slow moving and Mars is very fast, it's fire, you know, the downside to this can be aggression, passive aggressiveness, or, you know, even Mars, I suppose, in the sign of Capricorn, will have to slow down and be patient with doing things that are necessary to be done. So we know that Jupiter expands on everything and touches what is Mars. Mars is, again, quick, fire, challenge, go for it, spontaneity. You know, it's everything that Aries is. Now, Mars can also speak of beginnings. So Jupiter is spirituality. It's something that grows, something that becomes very abundant. So therefore, it amplifies everything to do with Mars. Now, of course, Pluto and Saturn, which are still conjunct, they're still together. We know that Pluto brings transformation. It's, you know, the power. Saturn is the general, let's say, of the planets of the zodiac. And it's very it needs strategy, it needs slow and steady movement. So whatever transformation we've been going through, and this could relate to anything to do with what I mentioned of Capricorn, and Capricorn is also work, it's the 10th house, and it's also our status. So there is a very slow transformation that we're going through now. As I said, Mars can be fire. We know that Mars, Pluto, and Saturn are the malefic planets of the zodiac. Therefore, and with Jupiter coming up to this area, even though there's quite a bit of a space between them, they're like 10 degrees apart. Jupiter is a very big planet, and Pluto is very powerful. And again, Pluto and Saturn are very karmic. So with Mars coming over these two big players, Jupiter coming closer, it's going to amplify the karma. It's going to amplify the difficulties. And again, anything can happen. Anything can happen. With Mars being here, it is like that spark that's going to begin a situation where, again, it's going to be, I want to move forward, but I can't because I've got Saturn here, and Pluto, which are asking for transformation. Now, again, Saturn, very slow moving. He's the Lord of time and karma. So therefore, it's like trying to move forward quickly with Mars, but then needing to slow down. And this will all be amplified with Jupiter very close here. So that's why I'm saying that mid-February, from the 16th of February, when Mars will enter Capricorn, it will start to slowly move over these planets, these energies here. Let's go back to the beginning of the month. What is important in February? We've got on the 3rd of February, we're having Mercury entering Pisces. Let's see that. Okay, so the 3rd of February, as you can see here, we've got the 3rd of February, and we're having, well, it's only hours away, let's say. Mercury will be moving into Pisces. Now, Mercury is the mind. Pisces it's the divine, it's spiritual, it's very creative as well. So we know that Mercury is all about logic, and Pisces is all about no logic, like we're zonked out, we're living in a dream. It's very dreamy like. So we're going to be seeing things that are very imaginative. What we perceive will be through creativity, through seeing something that is very dreamy. That's what the energy that Mercury gets when it's in the sign of Pisces, and it will be moving over, obviously, Neptune, which is the ruling planet of Pisces. We did have recently, I'm going to say, a conjunction with Venus and Neptune, which can be very dreamy. It can be the divine love. It can also be money, let's say, through creativity. Okay, and but we did have Venus that was squaring over to Mars. Mars and Venus are very, they're the lovers of the zodiac. And a square is not easy, so it's as though we've turned some sort of a corner. Maybe even with Neptune being the illusion, maybe there was some sort of an argument or a misunderstanding where, relationships are concerned. Now, Venus is very strong. She loves being in Pisces, so that gives her more power. And anyway, let's go on to the 7th of the month, which is, now the hours may be a little bit off, doesn't really matter. Venus is going to enter Aries, and Venus turns from dreamy, romantic, let's say, very sacrificial. She turns into the warrior queen, let's say, where she goes towards and she wants to take a risk on love. She's action orientated. She's ready for new beginnings. And she does become the warrior queen, as I said. So very fire, Aries is fire, so very fire stricken. She's ready to go for what she wants, and that gives her the energy, obviously. So full moon on February 9th. So let's go on to the 9th of the month. We're having a full moon. Yes, so the full moon will be in the sign of Leo, and it is at 20 degrees. So it is obviously it's the time of Aquarius, so happy birthday if you are an Aquarian. Okay, so 20 degrees is, if you have, let's say, something in your chart, for those of you that are familiar with your charts. If you are not, please go to astro.com, put in your details there for a natal birth chart, put in your birth details, the exact time if you know it, and you can get your natal chart. You can see where all your planets are. So yes, if you've got something around the 20-degree mark, obviously this full moon will be touching on your life. Now, full moons are culminations. It is some sort of completion. Leo is all about the heart. It's the child that wants to go out and play. It's all about flirtation. It's all about creating something of your own. It's a risk that you're needing or wanting to take. And Leo is also the heart. So it's also bringing things out and showing the world. Okay, now being the star, being up on stage, that's what is culminating here with a full moon in Leo. Now, what I wanted to say also is that for those of you that know which are the important points, let's say rising, the ascendant, the descendant, the midheaven, and the IC, right? So those points are very important in the chart. So if you do have anything on those points connecting to the full moon, even in, with a full moon close to one of these very important points, it is a very important time for you. So I want to say, because the full moon is in Leo, obviously it is some sort of a culmination also, which will be affecting the rest of the fire signs. So Aries and Sagittarius, as well as Leo, will be the most that are affected. Okay, let's go into the next transit. As I said, the 16th of the month is when Mars will be moving into the sign of Capricorn. Now, it is showing up in Sag. I don't want to go hours forward, back and forth. Anyway, so Capricorn will be moving into the sign of Capricorn, as I explained earlier. And what do we have here? On the same day, we are actually having Mercury turning retrograde. Now, let me go forward a few hours so I can show you that. Okay, so I just moved Mercury forward so you could see how it will be retrograde. And of course, it's on the 2nd of February, it will be moving into its shadow period. So on the 17th, well, I'm in the northern hemisphere on the 17th. So for others, it could be on the 16th, depending on, it's only hours difference, nevertheless. So yes, it will be turning retrograde, and it will continue up until the 9th of March, when it will station to go direct. So it will leave its retrograde shadow zone, let's say, at the end of March, on the 29th of March. So we're talking roughly around 2 months, both shadow periods in the beginning and in the end, but the retrograde is usually around 3 weeks, maybe just over. So, okay, a couple of days after that, we're having the sun move into Pisces. Okay, so here we are, and the sun moving into Pisces. Again, happy birthday to you, Piscean people, and wishing you all the best on your birthday. This is a very important time for you in your lives. Okay, our birthday month is always full of blessings. So, and obviously, very soon, in the next few days, you get your new moon, but I will get to that. We've got one more thing to mention on the 20th of the month. 20th of the month, we have Jupiter sextiling Neptune, and where are we? Jupiter in Capricorn, which is sextiling over to Neptune, and we know that Jupiter expands on everything. Neptune is very dreamy. Sometimes, a sextile is very positive. So this is the first consecutive of 3 meetings with Jupiter and Neptune. Neptune in Pisces is very strong. Again, very dreamy. Could be those rose-colored glasses. It can be a very spiritual time. Both Neptune and Jupiter are very spiritual. And we know that also with Jupiter, it's all about our belief system. So it could also include any connections with people from different backgrounds as well. It is a time of generosity and compassion. That's what Pisces is. And this is expanding, obviously, with Jupiter as well. So, as I said, this is the first conversation with these 2 big planets. And there's 2 more, which will be, I think the next one will be sometime in July and then in October. Now, also the last very important thing is the new moon on the 23rd. We're having a new moon in Pisces. As I was saying, dear Pisces, this is your annual new moon. It's a very lucky time for you, very beneficial. Make sure, and I'm talking to everyone now, to set out those intentions. Send your wishes out to the divine. Pisces is the divine. This is an amazing time for letting the divine know what you wish to bring for you. And you never know, in a matter of 6 months, this could be what will happen for you. Okay, now let's go a few hours forward, since we know that with new moons, we've got the moon and the sun together, as you can see here. Here we go. The sun and the moon at 4 degrees in the sign of Pisces. Okay, so new beginnings, that's what new moons are all about. And it is happening at 4 degrees. 4 degrees roughly of Pisces. So again, for those of you that have your birthday, 4 degrees would be the first decan of the sign of Pisces. So for those of you that have your birthday on the first days of the season, the Piscean season, for you it's especially very important that there are new beginnings, and this is a wild card for you, a very, very lucky time. All right, everyone, so I think I will leave it at that. Soon, just one last thing, we're going to be having not very long, a couple of months to go before the nodes are going to change from Cancer, Capricorn to Gemini and Sagittarius to that axis. So I will get into that when we get to that time. Thank you for listening. Hope that this was a little bit of enlightenment for you, for those of you that are astrology lovers, beginners mainly, because we don't go very deep into the astrology. Just a last thing that I want to show here is that I don't know about you guys if you've had any synchronicities or anything like that recently, but what I keep seeing is 444. 44 is everywhere. Usually I'm the person who sees number 11, and that's why I've called my channel Divine Debut 11. But the past month, I would say roughly, it's 444 all the time, and they're angel numbers. So it's saying that, to me personally, it's saying that whatever difficulties we're all going through, the divine is still there looking out for us. So for those of you that have been through hardship, and it's most of us, since the beginning of the even end of last year, know that this too will pass, and always positive thinking brings a positive outcome. That's how energy works. So again, thank you very much. Wishing you all well. Talk to you very soon. Thank you. Okay, hello everyone. Letting you know that I am hosting a competition for Valentine's Day and what that will include. So the winner will be able to win from me a 40-minute love reading using tarot. Okay, so if you'd like to enter, this competition is going to be done through Instagram. So what you need to do is, first of all, I have my Instagram link in the description box below at Divine Debut 11. So if you don't know how that's spelled, please check it out in the description box. What you need to do is go to my Instagram, find the post about the competition, which will be up there. You also have to tag 2 friends in the comments. Okay, so we will be choosing from the people who have tagged 2 of their friends, obviously. Also, make sure that you are following me on Instagram. Now, the more times that you comment, the higher your chances are of winning. Okay, so the winner will be chosen from the comments, okay, which we'll be checking that they have tagged 2 friends. So the competition is going to start from as soon as you can find that post about the competition. So you could start to enter. The competition will end on the 11th of February, so on the 11th of the 2nd of 2020. Okay, very important date. Now, the delivery of the prize will be for the lucky winner on the 14th of February. I should say that the reading will be done before that, but they will receive it and in relation to Valentine's Day. So they may receive it the day after, on the 12th, on the 13th, at the latest on the 14th. Okay, so you have to contact me through Instagram. Okay, that's the only way that you can enter this competition. And it is my pleasure to do this for you. One lucky person, as I said, will win a free love reading. I would like to thank you all so much for all that you do for my channel. This is me giving something back to you. I do receive your love daily, and this is just something extra for Valentine's Day. There will be more to come, more competitions like this. For those of you that are interested in what's happening with me, I am settling in slowly in this new environment. It takes a while though, and being a Virgo, everything's got to be perfect. So look out for more coming from my channel. And also, I would like to wish you all good luck, and I will be announcing the winner. Obviously, I will be posting it on Instagram, so you know who the actual winner is. All right, thank you all so much, and talk to you soon.